Hey guys, what's up? It's me, and this is the season volume 6 premiere of RWBY. So this is actually the day it comes out. It came out like 2 hours ago. I heard that there's a big action scene, but I know absolutely nothing. I didn't go to the premiere. I haven't seen any spoilers of it, so I'm completely blind going into this. I'm very excited. I want to see my girls, and I want to hear the theme. I like completely forgot about it until I was listening to the Triumph yesterday. Then I was like, shit, right, there's a new theme. So let's find out what this is, because I'm dying. That's a new opening. Oh, so we're just starting out in the snowy stuff. Okay. Well, it's like gentle snow, so I guess it's like time passing more so than we're now in a snowy place. God, it looks so good. It looks so fucking good. Oh, we're starting with the train shit. Ooh, the Manticore. Yeet!
Now who's next?
You are so lucky Weiss has your back now.
Thank me later.
I miss these fucking girls!
Incoming.
They're so happy to be with each other again. Holy shit.
Good to see you're not rusty.
My heart! Are those the turrets from the game?
Why is it always something?
Mood.
Keep them toward the fence.
Jean, get a long-range weapon, please. Yeet! This bitch empty. Yeet! Is Oscar just up there? Ooh! Oh! Oh!
Thank you later.
Ah! I want to know how much time has passed, because they've clearly been working with each other.
I can't believe he turned his back on us. He just...
Step away from my throne. We have work to do.
Oh.
We? Everyone knows what you did. You abandoned your brothers at Haven.
Step away.
Here comes all the bloody dead
We're
We're not
bodies.
taking orders from you anymore.
Here's the
We
contrast.
heard
You got the clean
folded the
floor.
moment You got sass from the Belladonna girl.
True.
I guess she's got more control over you than you.
What?
Yep. Knew that was gonna be a contrast shot.
The Belladonna girl. Blake.
Oh, go suck your thumb in a corner. Yeah, Veil out of service.
It's been 2 weeks
Kuchinachi.
since the attack on Haven.
If we
The
missed
official
all of their
report states that
bickering
the plot to
and
destroy
reuniting,
Mistral CCT Tower was thwarted by Gira Belladonna and the Faunus militia group from Menagerie. A huntsman and some students coincidentally visiting the headmaster were also able to lend some assistance. Unfortunately,
you're cute background character.
Leonardo Lionheart lost his life while trying to defend his school.
I don't know who you are,
Those
background character, but I love
responsible
you.
for organizing the attack managed to escape. As I'm sure you can guess, there's a lot more to this report than I'm willing to say in this letter. But for now, what I'm trying to say is that we're on our way to Atlas, James.
Ah,
There's a
I
good
was gonna say,
chance we'll
who's
get
it to?
there before this letter does, but in case we don't, I need
Interesting.
you to know that we're bringing a lot more than bad news.
It's a similar sculpture to the one in the Schnee
See you
household.
soon, Crow.
Where-
Hey, what's with the running?
Now what's with the standing? It's almost time.
Hey, Ruby, I fucking love you! You're in a public place!
And? What an absolute waste of time.
What did you get me?
You'll have to wait and see.
Is it Christmas presents?
Oh, I can't believe we're taking the train to Argus.
Her suitcase, I love her.
Oh, slime. You think it's too early for beach season?
Unfortunately. We will be one step closer to Atlas.
Well, I'm glad you're all excited.
I
but
just
I don't
left.
think you appreciate the trouble I went through to leave Atlas. worried, Weiss, but trust us. Team RWBY won't leave your side for a second. I promise.
Whoever is animating RWBY, I owe you my
one's
fucking
gotta
life.
be worried with us around.
So these are the bodyguards from the clip.
And you are...
Why, Dee and Dudley, of course. The Argus Limited's very own huntsman. We'll be keeping everyone safe as we pass through grim territory.
He sounds familiar.
For a generous tip, we can make sure your passenger car gets extra special attention.
Okay, Jack Sparrow.
Things get dangerous.
Yeah, I got a tip for you.
Huh?
Fuck off?
Off.
Yeah.
Looks like Mistral
RWBY.
in the bottom of the barrel these days.
Hey, you're talking to a...
A professional huntsman, right. Well, it seems like one of the heroes left the staff entrance to the caboose wide open.
Huh?
Be a shame to lose your job before it even started.
I didn't do it.
Come on, dummy. Well, I didn't do it.
You know they wrote dumbass and then realized they had to change it.
You know, sometimes the burden of saving the world feels overwhelming. Then people like that come along and make me grateful that it's our job and not theirs.
I love how Yang has her own bag, Nora has her own bag,
So,
Weiss has her own
kids
bags.
ready to go? Bike all loaded up?
Yep, just waiting on Blake. As usual.
Brooding in a corner?
I still don't feel like I deserve the freedom you and your family granted me.
New outfit, new outfit, new outfit!
You're going to have to get over it, Ilya. Saving Haven had a huge impact on how Faunus are seen in Mistral. Now it's up to you all to take the progress and keep running with it.
God, that's such a look!
The White Fang may have been a failure, but with your father starting up a new movement, I've got more faith than ever before.
I have those shoes already, what the? I know it's a hug, but I was hoping it was a kiss.
Everything. I wish you didn't have to go. I know.
I mean, we're following her,
My
so technically
team
you're
needs
leaving.
me. We're going to track down the people responsible for the attack on Haven and the fall of Beacon. Always trying to save the world. More than you
What a pose. I already drew her in that pose.
I knew your parents already saw you off, but where's...
Son? Oh, he's right here. What? You didn't think I was gonna miss your big send-off, did you?
He definitely overslept and absolutely almost...
Neptune! God, I love Ilya so much. Her outfit's so cute.
Need I remind you, we have our own trip to plan. Oh.
Gay.
Ilya was gonna be here. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, almost didn't see you there. Cause, you know, the camouflage.
Wrong tree.
They'll figure it out.
So, you're really going to Vacuo?
That's right.
For
Seeing
once.
you reunited with the rest of Team RWBY really made me realize something. I'm like the worst team leader ever.
We know.
Me and the boys were cool with a little hiatus, but we gotta make up for lost time. Shade Academy's not dealing with any problems like Haven right now. Plus, that means I can show the guys around my old stomping grounds.
I have to admit, I think I was kind of getting used to having you around.
I go where I'm needed.
Okay, and we had Lord.
You don't need me anymore.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds sad.
You've grown as a person, Blake.
Look, despite the drama and the fighting and the numerous attempts on my life, I had a lot of fun. But you're with who you're supposed to be now.
Son, I don't think I'll ever be able to thank you enough. I'm still,
You're still working a lot of things out. I know. But you can do it with them.
All the musical themes are fucking killing me right now.
Who knows? I've got a feeling you haven't seen the last of me.
Anime fist
I
clench.
certainly hope not.
I don't know, man.
Wrong tree.
It feels like you're just letting her go.
It was never about that, Brainiac. Besides, now that your leader's back and hardened from battle, I've got to focus all of my time into getting you boys ready for the wastelands.
You. Bunk beds! It's the book she knocked over that time. Her cape again. Just like old times.
All right, girls.
I want to gift that shit, make some parallels.
Who wants to play video games?
I mean, if you want me to kick your butt, yeah, sure. Let me grab my scroll.
No, you and Yang need to have a talk.
Here, let me help you with that.
I was hoping they didn't skip
Blake,
over all this.
You don't have to do that. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. We're gonna be fine. It's just gonna be a bit before things are back to normal. But I am glad we're all back together. Yeah. Okay.
How touching.
You're interrupting a touching and homosexual moment.
Kick your butts? Sure.
What was that?
What else is it with you guys?
Just
Of course her tights are gradient dyed, because I didn't have to gradient dye enough on my Weiss cosplay. Pew! Weiss, did you grab your sword? Do they just let them climb to the top? Like, was there no security? See, when they announced this at the... Nice. When they announced this at the animation panel... Whoa, what is that one? Oh, is that a female? Yo, that shit, that's so cool! Those are gonna be the side characters that will match this on too, I'm telling you right now.
What's the plan, Ruby?
Don't let anyone else die.
Okay, but we need actual instructions. Ruby, please, we need to know what to do here. Head in, Oscar.
Shall I? No, I'm keeping control.
What's going on?
That was some nice lighting effects. Well done, comp team.
Come on.
Smart. Okay, but honestly, why don't have those on all the time? Like, if there's a constant threat of Grim, just have those on all the time, or at least all the armor.
Ah, yes.
He's gonna drop his phone. Watch out for that plating. Oh, it's a different Grim at the tail. The symbiote. I think this is my favorite Grim design yet, honestly. Like, I know that the Manticore, like, was mostly a fan design, but that one, whatever their leader is, that one I think is my favorite so far. Okay, Sonic.
Hey, what are you doing?
Why is it always something?
Different camera angle.
How can I help? You can get that idiot to shut off the turrets. They're just drawing the Grim toward the passengers.
Right.
Why are you letting him run on top of the roof? You have the relic! Call me crazy, but something of immense power.
Are you crazy? No way! Yes! Another one down. Stop!
The other one bites the dust.
What does it matter if they're dead?
Because they can't get all of them. Fall back.
Where are they going? Huh?
Hi, Deku.
I said, turn those damn things off.
Hey, hey, broken arm, broken arm.
Things are keeping us alive.
Us, sure, but they're putting the passengers.
In charge here.
Forgive
Ruby. Step in, Ruby.
Maybe we wouldn't be in this.
Okay, your arm should be broken, dude.
Let's just shut off the turrets.
Trust us. We know what we're doing.
Look at you learning how to use your ability.
Fine.
Ren, could you use your semblance to mask everyone on this train?
He would
With
pass
the guns
out.
off and emotions hidden, they might lose track of us.
I've never attempted to affect this many people.
You did,
But
like,
you never had John's help before.
valid.
You could amplify your aura.
Yeah, that's an alright plan.
May I?
Don't look so worried, Ren. You can totally do it.
Oscar, why are you fighting this?
I'm afraid there's one complication. Grimm are also attracted to this.
Yeah. So why'd you run on top of the fucking train with it in your pocket?
Why wouldn't you tell us that?
It doesn't matter right now.
Weiss is just like, really? And Blake and Yang just concerned.
Get the passengers to the front cars. You'll still mask the emotions and kill the turrets. We just can't come with you. If we cut the back cars with us and the relic on them, we can deal with the Grimm. You just make sure the rest of the train makes it safely to Argus.
Short.
Only if you'll promise you'll meet us there.
Give them a season, they'll catch up. You're important. I'm digging this soundtrack. You can do it. Is this the new OP? Because I actually kind of dig it. Grabbing the bull by the horns. It feels slower now. I know that they animate to music, but I don't know. I feel like this could have used a little bit more fast action. As soon as they say that, that scene shows up. Why are you going for the armor? I see the Lionel. I see it. She's ice skating! Fuck yeah! God, what is her bow made of? Or her... Man, I love Anastasia.
Is everyone okay?
I'm fine.
Lucky her bike's still there.
Still alive!
Is that Ashley? As the voice?
That sure was a close one, huh?
Oh, we're getting more and more anime with each OP. Romance knew it. Nice lip roll. What? Who the? Who? Dudley? I actually don't have much to say. I think I said all of it during... Oh god, I'm just trying to... I don't even know where to start. I don't know why, I guess... I don't know why. The opening theme just kind of really got me. And I have no idea why. I just kind of... I'm gonna try to, like, say all the things I was thinking about saying, but, like, that just really caught me. I don't know. I don't know why it did. It just... First of all, shout out to the animators. As always, I realize that, like, I say this every time. I understand that I say this every time. But especially those first scenes. Those first scenes are real nice. Like, the facial expressions and the character animation felt stronger than I think it's ever been before. All of their actions, like, fight animation is one thing. Like outside of fight character animation is a whole other monster. And I don't know, I think they did a really good job. I really liked how all the characters moved. They all moved very differently. Ruby's little actions were they were just so good. Like, they felt like RWBY. Like, I felt like that was the most RWBY there's been in a while. Like, since ever, actually, I think. Like, that was how I expected her to move. That's how she moved in my head. That's how I move whenever, like, it was nice to see that, because I feel like a lot of time we haven't gotten to see their little eccentric little natures, the little things that they do that make them who they are. And I don't know if it's just because I've taken more character animation classes now than I have, like, in previous seasons, but I don't know, it just kind of really stuck out to me. You can see how different they all are through how they're behaving. Like, Ruby's little jumps and her little poses and just the very bouncy nature of how she moved felt so in character, and it was really nice to see that, because I don't think they've really done stuff like that before, or if they had, it didn't read that clearly. And, you know, maybe part of it's from her being with Team RWBY, but, you know, it's still nice to see. It's really nice to see. It was just, I saw that, and immediately I got so excited to see what the rest of this would be like. And I want to know if they tweaked the facial rigs for this season or what, because the expressions felt like they were, like, either the animators had a better handle on the controls this season, or Rigging was able to add some extra controls, so they were able to get some extra, like, pushed things, but it read really well, and it looked really good, and they all had very distinct ways of moving and behaving. And I know that seems like such a little thing, but it's like, it's those things that really stick out to you. It's those differences in how people behave that are just really exciting. And, like, as someone who is an animation student who works with different characters and different expressions and getting those little gestures down, like, it's really nice to see it in a 3D show like this. Like, I really like it. I really enjoyed seeing it, which I realize I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, but I really liked it. And ILIA! I was not expecting the new outfit. I figured we weren't going to see that much of her in this season, because she's not a major character, which makes me sad. But I figured we weren't going to see much of her, especially once the trailer came out and it showed that Team Juniper and Team RWBY separated. I kind of figured that was going to be the case, that they that ILIA was not going to be around. I was not expecting to see Neptune there. I'm pretty sure Neptune was only there for the barking up the wrong tree joke. But her new outfit's so good, and you can tell they did the thing that I love that they did with Volume 4, with, like, seeing Blake and Yang and how Blake, Yang, and Adam, and how their costumes all influence each other based on who was influencing who and who was reacting to whose response. And you can see that with Ilia's outfit, because she has the fucking, it's Blake's without the tailcoat, with a slightly modified top, and Blake's pants, and with, like, it still has accents from her stealth suit that she had before, and I love it, and it's such a look, and so you bet I'm gonna fucking make that for RTX next year, and you fucking bet I'm gonna wear that not even at RTX, because I would just wear that normally. One, I already own those pants, minus the weird side zipper that I'm gonna have to sew in, why? And it's just such a look. What a look! What a look! That was such a good outfit. God. And I really kind of, is it bad that I wanted to do, like, a holiday episode? Because it's like, RWBY was like, oh, you're gonna have to wait and see. Like, I want them to do something like that. I feel like we're gonna need that reprieve of community. So they skipped 2 weeks. I was kind of a little bummed in the moment that it didn't seem like they were gonna kind of do the conversations between, like, Yang and Blake that were like, hey, you fucking left. What's up with that, Scoob? But it seems like they are going to eventually kind of go into that based on how the trailer was showing, and based on Blake still running to help Yang whenever there's something, like, taxing involving arms. So she's definitely still feeling the guilt from that, and I think that might just build through the whole season until we get to, like, episode 6 or something, where they pull up Burning the Candle and they have that conversation. But not flip this time. It might actually still be Yang at Blake, or honestly, it could be. I'm kind of hoping it's Blake at Yang, just for the full parallel there. That'd be really nice. Adam got a new look again, and he's still being a whiny baby, but I don't care about him. His new outfit looks cool though, with the hood. I'm pretty sure he was there. That was not a hallucination. Blake's not a hallucination person. I'm trying to think what else. I figured that the relic was. I was like, Oscar, why are you fucking running on a train? Like, if they had to steal away the relics in something so fucking, like, in the goddamn Fort Knox of places all around the world. Maybe they were spread out in the most highly defensible places because they attract things. Not only evil people, but perhaps Grimm, It's kind of a logical assumption, so I'm kind of like, why didn't they jump to that conclusion? It's kind of funny that John's, I almost call it his quirk, his semblance is just basically buffing everyone else's. Also, that guy's arm should have been fucking like a limp noodle a la Harry Potter. That would have been funny. But rigging would... Actually, I don't... I wonder how you would rig it out. Anyway, I'm doing my rigging homework. I was doing my rigging homework for this, so I'm thinking in terms of like... IK spline chain, probably. But... I love Nora, and with Nora draped over Ren in that scene fucking kill me. So I feel like they're gonna do the thing where like they're not gonna outright be like, oh yeah, Ren and Nora are dating, but Ren and Nora are basically dating, and you know what, I'm fine with that. I'd like them to explicitly state it. I want those two to fucking do a smorch, because I love them. And they're such goofs. They're all together and they're being goofy, and fucking Yang and RWBY having those dumb poses, which I need to do when I do another RWBY photo shoot when I get back home. And of course, I'll get back home when there's snow, so I can actually... I'm sorry, I'm getting excited. I'm trying to think. The first part of the fight scene felt really, really good. It got kind of weird when they started playing the new song. Like, it just felt kind of slow. It felt like they lost a lot of the weight to it. Which it could have just been like trying to match the pacing of the song, and as a result, like, there was only a certain number of actions planned to fit into it, just for the sake of how it was like laid out, and then with the song it was a slower like BPM than was expected, so they just kind of had to scale it to that, even though it kind of cost some weight, because otherwise it would be weird. So that was kind of a bummer, seeing that kind of decrease in weight, but like the first part, it was yeet, and then seeing Team RWBY fight like that was like yeet. I missed their team attacks. So, and they don't even have to yell them anymore, and RWBY and Weiss doing the little fucking strawberry yogurt parfait twist ice cream Costco size bullshit was awesome. I'm trying to think other things. That the opening revealed a lot. Most of which I already knew, but revealed a lot of things, and I'm excited to see how everyone responds to one certain thing that I know that was very heavily hinted at, and I'm gonna have to cosplay that one character who's walking around in a trench coat, because... you know. And then the sort of who the person we saw at the end, we all kind of know, especially because she's on the poster, but I'm not gonna like say it in case no one knows, or someone doesn't know and they want to be like surprised. I don't want to be like, oh, it's... But, so I'm not gonna say it, but we've been new. I also want to know what all of that shit was with the Noodle Grimm arms that they had. Because they had Crow drinking and then being yoinked. So I'm wondering if there's something going on with that. Whether... Because I doubt it's just supposed to be more alcoholism. I doubt it's symbolism for that. So maybe there's some weird mind control shit going on. I don't know. He's gonna get pulled down a rabbit hole. I really like the shot of them going for RWBY and her just fucking going like, nope, scythe time, bitches. It was really cool seeing... I liked the split screen that they did for RWBY and Crow kind of going. That was really cool. That was a nice shot. I also love how so much of that shot at the end where they were taking down the... I'm going to call it the Alpha Manticore because I don't know what else to call it right now. Taking that down, I really liked seeing that because a lot of it had parallels to my favorite fight in RWBY, which is Players in Pieces, the Emerald Forest fight, and with the Nevermore and the Deathstalker. That's like my favorite fight. So it was really nice to kind of see those parallels to that. I also love how they did the dividing line. It felt very in style, and I honestly didn't even notice it until I actively looked at it, because I was like, wait, those two characters aren't in the same place, and then it kind of put together, and it looks real nice. So whoever planned that out, I think it was probably a layout previs thing. Nice choice. But yeah, it was really good. I want to watch that fight like 800 times. I also love the difference of how they all wield their scythes. And by all, I mean RWBY and Crow. Because Crow moves it very differently, and RWBY moves it very differently. Because Crow's is like curved and just kind of... And then Ruby's is like ramrod straight. And she did some extra fun Crow stuff, which was interesting to see. Because you'd almost expect Crow to do that because he has more experience, but also RWBY's just extra TM. And I love her, and I'm glad that she's extra. Oscar's doing some angsty shit. I'm not particularly invested in it, honestly. because it seems like he's having that whole crisis of there's a second, they're fighting for control over his body. It's Blake's book from Volume 1. Like, we all kind of saw this coming, where like they're fighting for control, and like Osmond's like, hey, do you want me to do this? And Oscar's like, no, I'm gonna fucking handle it. I'm gonna fucking handle it. It's my body, it's my life, let me handle it. But he can't handle it, and Osmond doesn't seem to know how to share. He doesn't seem to just want to tell Oscar to do something. He's just like, no, just give me he's the worst backseat gamer ever, basically. Osmond's just backseat living. And I want to know who all those people in that flashback was, because that was some all for one shit and one for all shit with like all of the predecessors. But I don't think that they're the predecessors. Also, why was there a statue of Ozpin? Who was the lady in front of it? Like, I don't know, like was that a maiden? Was that a sister, a wife, a mom? Like, whomst? Like, it was a nice shot. She had a nice design. I want to know who she is. But also, like, why would there be a statue of Ozpin? He kind of just fucked up a lot and ran a school. I don't have a statue to my middle school principal. So I'm kind of curious, like, what did he do before Beacon? Because I'm pretty sure he just, like, was directly a Beacon guy. Because he was kind of had a guy in his head telling him exactly what to do and thus continue taking over Beacon. So I don't know if it was something he did leading into the process of taking over that position, like an internship thing? I don't know. I'm rambling now. I'm trying to think. Oh, and the old lady. I don't know who she is, but I love her. She gives me the grandma from Moana vibes. Just like, I'm the village crazy lady. That's my job. Like, she gives off that vibe. Like, ha! Not dead. Like, I feel like if you put her, Impa, and maybe Katara, we haven't seen enough of her yet, in a blender, you would get this lady. And I love her. And she actually looks like an old lady. And I enjoy it. And I like her little goggles. And I want to know what that's about. It could be like some Soldier 76 shit, or how we all were hoping Soldier 76 would be, where like maybe she had silver eyes and she just fucking lost her eyes and now she got fake ones that are like that because she has an aesthetic going on and it works. I love her design. It's a really neat design. I want to see the concept for that, but more importantly, I want to see that concept art for that ILIA outfit because that is 1, really cute, 2, fits her personality and shows her character growth, and 3, I really like ILIA, and in that outfit she is very attractive, and I'm dying Squirtle. So that was really good. I want to watch that and go over the fight scenes again. I do kind of wish we saw some more of a struggle between Team RWBY kind of getting back together, because it has been so long. It's been at least 6 to 8 months, if not closer to like a year at this point. So it would have been nice to see that, like them trying to get back into the habit of fighting with each other and not fighting alone, because like Weiss has just been practicing summoning. She hasn't really been able to practice fighting. Like Yang hadn't practiced fighting for a while, but then we saw her, like, she caught up, but she has been fighting with someone. Blake has been fighting, so like she's fine. But like they haven't been fighting with each other, and yet they seem to already snap back into that team dynamic, which I feel like is a little bit weird considering they've been so far apart. And like, yeah, 2 weeks passed, but I feel like 2 weeks is a little bit quick for everyone to kind of get back into that routine, at least in fighting purposes, especially with how many team attacks they were doing, which I enjoyed, but I feel like it would have happened a little bit later. I feel like they would have been fighting a little bit more individually up until then. That being said, all of the banter that they had was really good. I love all the early builders. Like, hey, why the running? Why the standing? That felt very RWBY to me, and I loved it. And I loved the glad to see you're not rusty and all that. And that was just really good. And I actually have a lot of hope for this season. I'm very excited because I know that Issa's reading over the scripts now, and I know that like RWBY gets some input. And I don't know. I think just in this episode alone, it really shows how much it kind of improved a lot of the dialogue and the writing to have like a team that you bounce stuff off of, or like at least one person that you mostly bounce stuff off of, and then just like tossing some ideas out and getting them out. And like, I don't know, I feel like you can already see the amount of improvement, and I'm really excited for this volume. And I'm just gonna rub my little hands together and go take screenshots of Ilia's outfit because I'm predictable. So I will see you guys next week.